Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wildcats have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Toledo Rockets offense takes the field to start this game off. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double coverage, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
He leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
With the catch, it's Herron. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Rockets look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Baker.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rockets! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Corralled by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Off play action. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Power football with the run. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Looking for space, it's Ambrose. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Lowry. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And now on second down for this offense. The inside handoff. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that run.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Rockets will send out the punt unit.
Number 88 on to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to throw. It's Lowry. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking for a productive play on first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves to change for the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop. Sometimes you're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, this is an offense that's going to find a way to generate explosive plays because of their playmakers at the skill spots. But how about the speed by this guy and his ability on 3rd down to extend, scramble, and go get a big pickup and chunky yards for his offense?
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
To the ground with the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They're bringing heat. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Toledo has the ball here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Second down coming up. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Rockets with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Rockets are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using the quick game.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. On the run, it's Ambrose. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. You can't step into throws and you can't follow through. It obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes it on the run. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kentucky, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to throw on second down. Pulls it in. It's Lang. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got 50 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be looking to run. Got a man. It's Ambrose. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Setting up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Throws for the tight end. Snags it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there. And he stopped from getting the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Big play coming up right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
3 yards on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the glass bowl.
The Rockets will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some...
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting a jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds his man in the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They go to the draw. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 18 to East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide out in motion. Trying to get them out flanked on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
Looking to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Getting some heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Wilcox. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Defense in press coverage. To the air. It's Lowry. Makes his connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going to the running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Quarterback on the keeper. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Rodriguez. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. Touchdown, Wildcats! And that one will give them the lead.
I definitely like being the quarterback coach of this guy because he makes me look good. I mean, he makes me defend the whole field as a defense and all the weapons and all the options, and then he can do that. He can take it himself, glide into the end zone, and get 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They marched 72 yards, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
With the catch, it's Garza. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get there. And they're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's now 3rd down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 30, the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Kentucky. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Charlotte pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The 49ers were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Pulls it in. It's Lang. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I've been really impressed watching this guy carry the football. It's been a serious workload. They've been force-feeding him the rock throughout the course of the game, and what's most impressive, he's getting better as the game goes on. That was his longest run of the game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Running back searching for a hole. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive play.
Fires one high and deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Harris.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Rockets are on the move. He's going to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose from the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rockets. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The give as they work on that clock. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
They'll try to get outside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Kentucky! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They keep attacking through the air. He's going up top here late in the game. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Toledo. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a dub.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.